usually say, hey, DJ, are you obsessed by Ibrahim Traoré? My answer is simple. I am obsessed with transformative leadership, which is why I am then obsessed by extension with Thomas Sankara, now Ibrahim Traoré, Patrice Lumumba. And the common denominator that those three have is that they all became leaders in their mid-20s. Ibrahim Traoré, he was born in a village called Kera, is a very agricultural part of the country. So for him, agriculture is something that is also within him, because like millions of Africans, he grew up in an agricultural village. Having talked to the Bakinabe themselves, having even met some of them, one definite thing that he has really tried to do is focusing a lot on value addition, because he too believes a lot in decolonizing Africa and realizes that unless we add value to our produce so that we sell it, we remain beholden to the foreigners. From things like value addition to tomatoes, there are people who say that, but that's a simple thing. Then ask yourself why you go to the supermarket here in Nairobi. A lot of the ketchup you find is imported. The African Union, just like the United Nations, needs a complete overhaul. In its current formation, the African Union cannot be truly responsive to the present-day needs of Africa. The African Union must become more of an organized movement and not a bureaucratic body. The Organization of African Unity, which was there in the early 1960s when African countries started gaining independence, was actually arguably a bit more effective. The African Union is no longer responsive to the contemporary needs of Africa. Whether it is the war, whether it is a famine, you would be hard-pressed to find something that the African Union has successfully worked on. Ask yourself, why is it that the colonialists came to Kenya? They found Kenyans consuming millet, sorghum. There was zero processed food in the country, but people were not dying of hunger. In fact, people were so healthy. In fact, the life expectancy of Kenya 100 years ago and Tanzania and most of Africa was a lot higher. Currently, the life expectancy of a country like Nigeria is 56 years old. The life expectancy of the Scandinavian countries, Sweden, Norway, it is 86 years old. So how is it that you have a whole 30 years difference? It means that in a country like Kenya, when our life expectancy was higher before the colonialists, one of the reasons was the food. It was a millet, it was a sorghum, it was that best starch that our people were consuming. You will observe a lot of trucks, big or small, bringing food into Kenya from Tanzania. Now, when a lot of those trucks go back to Tanzania, they are empty. They are not carrying any food. What Kenyans do not know, and they should know today, is that a lot of the food they consume, those onions that you slice in your kitchen to make kachumbari or to make, whatever gravy you're having, a lot of them are from Tanzania. Now, you've got to then ask yourself the question, does Kenya really need to be importing onions?